Hi everybody, welcome to Caffeinated Knitting. My name is Daniela. I'm doing a teensy-weensy solo episode without Allie today because I got some new computer equipment, and well, new to me, very schmancy fancy though, and a new camera, so I'm hoping you'll be able to tell the difference. I'm going to point some things out that I'm very excited about as we go. And so I'm just going to talk a little bit, just enough that I can practice getting this up on YouTube and making sure everything is okay. I feel like I'm looking down the way the camera is set. Something to think about. This one it's on the monitor, which is ginormous. My monitor is like that big. It's huge. But it can also go on a tripod. So since I feel like I'm looking, I guess if I actually look up at the camera. I don't normally look up at the camera because then I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, now I have itchy eyeballs. Anyway, so this is a practice run, but I'll talk about a few little things just so it won't be like, a complete waste of time. Yeah, so the husband has been trying to get me to go to a MAC for quite a while. And I'm always like, oh, I don't know. Should I spend the money? I just don't know. And so what we decided to do, he has a Mac Mini that is a couple of years old, 2-3 years old. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, yes, Tiger. Tiger's in here, so you'll probably get to see him. Yeah, I hear you. You want to come up here? Come here. Come here. Oh, come here. No? Well, then hush. Make up your mind. He can't make up his mind to save his little bitty life. Can you? You want to come up this way? Is that it? You want to come up on your own steam? Well, come here. Come here. Yes? Hey, you. Come here. All right. Kitty. One kitty for the lap. Everybody say hi for Tiger. Say I'm Tiger, and I'm cute, and I'm a big pain in the hiney. Right? Aren't you? You big pain in the hiney? Yeah? Okay. Anyway. So, hubby's had this Mac Mini for a while, and so what we decided to do, rather than buy me a new computer, because I was like, I don't want to do that, really, I got the Mini as a hand-me-down, and then he's going to buy a new one. And the reason we did it now is that my laptop that I've been using for podcasting has started, going out on itself. It's like I was doing a hangout about the Into the Wool Fiber Retreat with Dana and Allie, and it just stopped, just died, went out. So can't have that. I don't want to be recording a podcast and the computer die in the middle of it. Husband did blow it out, so maybe it's fine now, but I'm going to try this out. And so far, I am just loving this camera. I mean, you get a bit of bigger picture. I think you can see that. So it'll be easier for Allie and I both to fit in the picture. So see, me over here, Allie will be there. So I'm excited. It's very exciting. Another cool thing I got this week is that for those of you that spin, I'm sure you already know about Acreworks bobbins. Okay, now we're going to have to go. There. That's all the cuddle he gets. I got my Acreworks bobbins. He just released last week bobbins for the Kromsky spinning wheels, which is what I have. I got my bobbins. I'm so excited. Check it. And this is one of the things about the camera that I'm super excited about. Watch it focus in on the bobbin. Is that not cool? This is the honeycomb bob. Yes, that's the honeycomb. Well, come back up here then. Come on. And this is, I think this is the spoke one. Check it. Are we gonna focus? We have too much stuff up here now. There. Look, it's purple. I love how this camera focuses. And I love having cattail in my face. Not. Really not. So I spun a little bit on, get off. We're not going to be on the table. Kitty, kitty. I spun a little bit on my bobbins. I got them yesterday, and I spun a little bit last night. Oh, I gotta reach. I spun 2 of the samples. No, you're not getting on the table. No, no, sir. No, sir. I spun 2 of the samples from the breed study by Fondant Fiber. I spun the gray Gotland and the white. I put the bag up. Dorset. The white Dorset. I loved how the Gotland spun. The Dorset, the white one was fine too. So there's just, I put them on my knitting. Yes, I know, I love you too. I put them on my Nitty Naughty together, and I did my first fold singles. So these are going to be singles to knit with. I decided the little breed study would be a good thing to give that a shot on. I've never fold, I can't ever say that, fold any of my spinning, any of my yarn. And look, you can get a good shot of Wanda back there. I put butterflies on Wanda. Anyway, so that's one of the things I want to learn right now is just how to spin singles well and then fold them to knit nice stuff with, right? He says, I don't care, just keep rubbing my head. Just keep rubbing the tiger's head and he'll be okay. He's rotten. He's so rotten. But anyway, yeah. I've cast on a bunch of stuff. Allie and I are going to have a ginormous podcast next week. We decided to not do it this weekend, but do it next weekend. So we'll record on the 25th because we got off track with our weeks because of the break we took and when we came back. And which means that we would have been recording this week when we have sock club, and that's just too much to try to fit in one day. If we record, then I won't have time to do the editing and uploading, and not that I do much editing, but getting it uploaded. So we just decided to wait another week, which turned out nice since we didn't know this whole new equipment setup thing was coming, and that gives us a chance. That gives us a chance to, well, it gives me a chance to play with it a little bit and figure out the editing and all such things. But I'll show you a little bit of what I've been working on just so we can kind of make it official. That'd be good? Let's see here. What have I got in the bag? Oh, first off, I finally started a sock yarn scrap blanket. I'm doing the mitered squares. And this is what it looks like so far. Oh, that's the wrong side. Let's at least show you the right side. I haven't woven in. I woven in most of my ends, but not all of them. Okay, so this is what I did. I started the way it said to, and I made this little square. Pretty, right? Will you focus? Look at that! So I made that little square, and I thought to myself, dang, that's a little square. Do I want my squares to be that small? And so I was like, I'll double the next one and see what it looks like. So then I did this big green square. Okay? So then I had this one and this big green one. And then I thought, well, that's just really big. I don't know if I want to knit a big one like that out of, the whole time, out of everything, or if I have enough scraps of all the colors for something that big. So what I decided to do is that day I did these 3 squares. Don't they look pretty? Can we get it to? Oh. Yeah, look at that. And then, yes, nudge, nudge, but I can't pet you and talk and hold stuff up. I know. So then I finished this, and added this square. And it's a good thing I did a little one because that's all I had. Can we focus? I love when it focuses. It makes me so happy. Where are you going? And then I added this one because I'm completely arbitrary, evidently, that I was just kind of sitting here watching TV and adding things randomly. And then I decided, okay, what I'm going to do, I don't want to do all little ones, and I don't want to do all big ones. You're kind of in the, okay. It's kind of in the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alternate. So this square is going to be made up of 4 little ones, then a big one, then 4 little ones, and then another big one. So it'll be alternating. So like, does that make sense? Like, so I've got the big one here and the little ones here. So on top of the green one, we're going to have 4 little ones. And on top of the little ones, we're going to have 1 big one. Make sense? I've started another big one. It's stripy. Stripy yarn is the best for this, I've decided. Because, it's just fun. It's so much fun. Anyway, so scrappy sock yarn blanket. Using random bits. Now I did put these in my bag, and I'm using the Spartacus, a bag I got from Spartacus Dyes, my kitty bag. And I have these minis in there. Let's see if I can hold these so you can kind of see them. Whoops, if I don't knock them in the floor. I don't want to knock them in the floor because Tiger would have a ball. Let's see what we got here. Is that all of them? Yeah. These are minis from Unwind Yarn Company. Check them. Oh, they're beautiful. So those are what's in there to maybe knit up next. The reason I put these in there to knit up next is because my actual scraps, they're all blue and green. And I wanted some other colors. So I thought, well, I'll pick some of the random minis to put in and see what happens. So I cast that on. I cast on lots of stuff because I had everything finished. Or are you going to yell at me that you won't back up here now? He is nothing but trouble. I keep telling you people. Let's see, that's secret knitting. I don't think I can show you that yet. I've been giving my Mustache Sesame Street socks some love. I have 2 feet. I love this yarn. It's so much fun. They're going to be fraternal, but you can tell they match. I'm okay with that. Here's the yarn, all balled up beautifully. I just cannot say how much that tickles me that it does that. And I have it in my wonderful Absolute Wonder bag, my rainbow bag. Let's put you over here. Let's see, where are we? We are at 14 minutes. Let's show you one more thing and then we'll call it a wrap, so I'm not showing it all to you when Allie's not here, because that wouldn't be fair. It's kind of weird sitting here by myself with her not here now. I did it so long by myself, and I like having a partner. That sounded really bad. Anyway, so these are my socks that I am knitting using my sock yarn blank from River's Edge Fiber Arts. And I decided, see the pattern on them? Yeah, you see it? I am using the Vanilla Latte Thought the computer died. Like, oh, it must have just like been going to sleep. I need to remember to wiggle the mouse. That freaked me out. I'm like, oh my God, Sam's gonna have a heart attack. Anyway, now that I'm all, woo, I'm using the Vanilla Latte with a Twist pattern by Sarah Stevens. Total fun, complete potato chip knitting. I started the pattern Saturday. Get off my table, buddy. Oh yeah, lay down. Down. Can you stay there? I started the pattern and did one repeat. I think one repeat last Saturday night, and then Sunday morning I worked on them, and I had to make myself stop to work on some other stuff that needed work because I just couldn't stop. It's so much fun. I'm loving the colors of the sock yarn blank. Very deep, luscious colors. I think I mentioned when I bought it at Fiber in the Burrow that it was a little pricey. But I think I can get 2 pairs of socks out of it, and to try it. And it's very well done. I mean, you can really tell the difference in this sock yarn blank as far as color saturation on the yarn compared to some of the others I've seen that tend to have white spots and stuff. This one is pretty much, I found a couple of paler spots. Doesn't bother me none, but I have not seen any like white spots or anything, which is really cool. All right, I think that's all I am going to talk about. Wanda and I and Tiger, who is not going to go to sleep in my lap, I guess, say bye. And we will see you next week, or I will see you next week with Allie. Go check us out in the Ravelry group. There are things going on there that you might not know about if you don't go check them out. We have our Clapotis knit along going on through the end of February. You can find the blog at www.caffeinatedknitting with Gert and Allie at blogspot.com. You can email us at caffeinatedknitting@gmail.com. I am Caffeinated Gert on Instagram and Ravelry and such. And my partner in crime is Crafty Allie everywhere. So, you guys have a lovely week. I'll see you next week with my lovely co-host Allie. Bye.